to let Johnny get into the chat and get ourselves started. So it's going to be a beautiful night. Thank you guys so much for joining. Happy New Year's. Excited to share space with each and every one of you. Beautiful, beautiful souls. Okay, Johnny. And then I'm going to mute my computer. Awesome. I'll go live. Awesome, cool, and then down, and then yay! Hi, beautiful. Hi, Jay Montaigne. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think there's a little bit of feedback coming back on your computer now, but hi, Lisa. Hi, Star Soul.
Hey, we got a link to YouTube also if you want to join on YouTube. Yeah, that's where the wider angles are for our cameras. But you know the deal. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Who do we have on YouTube? Are we live? Yeah.
So let Johnny get into the chat.
All right.
Awesome. Beautiful. Yes, fair to mention that, yes, we are also on YouTube. So if you guys want to join over there, please feel free to find the link. I think Johnny's posting it. Is that?
Yeah, I posted it in the Discord, and there's a link in my profile for my link tree to my YouTube that will bring you to the video.
Awesome. Beautiful. So tonight we're discussing karmic patterns and the end of 2021. It feels very natural to be combining these two topics of conversation. So, Johnny, I've got feedback coming back through. What if I...
Maybe. Oh, okay. I don't think people on YouTube will hear you because you're muted in the Zoom.
Okay. Brainstorm real quick. What can we do to end the echo?
I was gonna say I was gonna plug a pair of headphones into my phone so it took your voice away from Zoom. But or we just do it on YouTube. I'll try it with the headphones. Can grab my headphones real quick.
Awesome. Cool. All right, guys. Yeah, it looks like we're going to go ahead and just jump over to YouTube, which is awesome. It's totally great. So we will see you guys over to YouTube, and if we can figure out how to get the audio sync ended, then we'll stay on Instagram. But otherwise, it might just be YouTube, which is totally okay. So while Robert is grabbing his headphones, we're trying to go live on YouTube. We can.
Use my headphones. You can still hear me.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Is that any better? No, it's not.
It's not?
No, it's not. That's okay. All right. I think beautiful, beautiful Instagram. We will just end the live on Insta and stay live on YouTube. Does that sound good to you, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Instagram. See you guys on YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
So let me turn the volume up so I can hear you on Mhm. Awesome. Cool. Well, hey, effort.
Yeah,
Beautiful effort.
definitely.
So that's all right.
So you're good with your sound now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. So did we want to start off our conversation with a little bit of breathing and grounding to get us centered and focused for tonight's session?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Cool.
All right. So for everybody that is listening or here in this now moment, I invite you to connect with your breath. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable. And we'll take a nice deep breath in together. And release. One more nice breath in. And release. Let's take one more nice deep breath in. And release. And from here, we can imagine beautiful, beautiful branches reaching down our shoulders, through our spine, down our torso, and to our feet. Allowing these to turn into roots as they reach into the earth and down into the ground. Allowing these roots to become thick and strong within the layers of the earth as it pushes through the rocks and the clay. Allowing our breath to bring our energy down these roots. Grounding our energy into the earth. Let's take one more nice inhale together. And exhale. Beautiful. So whenever you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and wiggle your knees and come back to this now moment. Beautiful. Yes, I will forever be wiggling my knees now.
Who started that? Did I start that? I don't even remember. Somebody.
So Johnny, so tonight's karmic pattern discussion of where do you want to start? I mean, look, there's so many places we could go with this, but I'm definitely feeling with the end of 2020, it's so important to really look back and always reflect and see, you know, what wisdom did we bring in from the year? What are we calling into our next year? And so in aspect of that, I know for myself, 2020 was a big year of breaking karmic patterns and cycles. And so that's why this topic is really pretty near and dear to my heart, because there's just a small handful of very strong karmic patterns that I was able to release myself from this year. And so it's really empowering to step into, you know, this new year, knowing that I've freed myself from the energetic ties and you know, moving forward with my lessons. It's really pretty beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. I actually literally finally ended one on this past Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, I think it was Tuesday, the full moon. I'm pretty sure. No, it was Sunday. Something else happened Tuesday though. But but yeah, I like literally like I've been working on clearing this for so long, all year, and it was like a karmic pattern from originally 34 lifetimes ago that I found out about nearly almost 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And that number came up for me when I got my first past life clearing, 34, and that was my favorite number. And it was always my jersey number when I played soccer. And yeah, my past life, who's my teacher now, and I'm learning this and practicing it as well and providing that service for other people too. And yeah, after tomorrow I'll be starting the present life clearing stuff, the classes, where I'll be done with those in like a month or a month and a half.
Absolutely. That's so amazing, Johnny. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Rob. Would you prefer me to call you by Rob or Johnny?
I don't really care.
Okay. Well, so I'm really glad that you brought up current life karmic patterns, because I think it's easy to fall into the thought process that maybe we have, past life karmic patterns, which we do, that we can, heal and work through. But sometimes it's easy to look away from the karmic patterns that we've built through this current lifetime and the actions that we've done and the stuff that we fall into. Did you want to talk any on just explaining for those who might not know what a karmic pattern or what a karmic cycle is?
Yeah, whether it's this lifetime or many or a few lifetimes ago, they're all the same. It's just common events that happen in our lives where emotions are not in control, and energies grow to a point where they can latch on to you as a soul and just carry on with you throughout all time, like until you figure out how to clear it up. Things as simple as leaving home and your parents don't want you to leave home, and they're like, oh, you're never gonna make it, blah blah blah, and those simple words stick in your head, and you always end up making that a reality because it hit so hard to home, to your heart. So it's like simple things like that, or marrying out of like wealth or stuff like that, bad agreements that are not in line with just pure energy, the truth, and like good vibes basically. And yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so beautiful. It really is. Karmic patterns are a thing that can be built into your DNA and carried over. Karmic cycles can move from your parents, from their parents. I know a lot of people deal with ancestral karmic cycles, and just kind of understanding the process of that is that, this is something that your mother's mother struggled with and then passed that down to your mom. So for like myself, the women in my family have always had a hard time kind of speaking their truth and standing up for themselves, or, speaking from a place of power. And it's something that I've noticed, as my grandma down to my mom, and then now to myself. And as I've been healing this, karmic cycle within my life, it's been really beautiful to see my mom start to be able to find her strength and find her power. And even, so far as up to my grandma, to see her beginning to learn, what is speaking my truth? What does this mean? And so I think it's really important that, whenever you work on the healing yourself, not only are you breaking your soul from that, but you're also helping the people around you and, potentially even your family as well. Which is why I think it's just so important that people do focus on the healing part of the karmic. It's easy to get caught up in the aspect of like you know, oh, well, this is a karmic cycle that was passed down. This isn't even mine to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't create this. But, you know, rather than looking at it from that point of view of like, but this is what I'm being affected by. This is coming into my life and helping dictate, you know, the choices I make or the situations that I put myself in, or, you know, the actions I choose to do. And so once you kind of take that ownership over it and you say, okay, I'm going to dedicate myself to the healing process, then you can really truly start to break free from it and find all the benefits in your life that really come from, you know, being freed.
Yeah. it's amazing how much that you can really have. And, you know, man, how do I put it into words? It's like just those limiting beliefs, you know, what I was gonna say, you know, you just have to clear the road. Like, the first time I heard with my family that we have like high blood pressure in a lot of our family members, and like for some reason, for me, like the very first time I heard that, I was just like, okay, obviously there's a problem, and obviously I'm gonna avoid it. So like they told me the best thing to do is avoid salt. So I just don't bother putting any extra salt in my diet at all, like ever. I'm not like thinking negatively and being like, oh, that's in my DNA, I'm gonna eat a bunch of salty foods all day every day.
like there's someone inside me that wants to eat fried chicken, but
And like that you got one tiny little germ on you that you're gonna get sick, that like causes you to get sick, you know. I had my kid and my whole family, both kids and my partner at the time, have the flu, and my baby at the time was sneezing straight into my mouth, and I didn't even catch the flu. I was like, I'm good, I'm happy, and I'm gonna drink a couple of those emergency packets and whatever. Never got sick. You got the flu. It's like staying positive and clear-headed, you know, and doing all that work that we do now. We've been learning to do all 2020, and just so excited to move into 2021.
Absolutely. I'm so excited too, just to be able to like see everybody connecting with their truth and sharing their songs and, you know, being themselves. It's so beautiful to see, you know, everybody kind of clearing these patterns of like, you know, whatever it is on their own individual level, but feeling the strength to move forward and say, yeah, you know what, this is what I like to do, and I'm gonna do it. And seeing everybody bloom into that's been really beautiful. But
oh my god!
But yeah, I'm really glad you.
There's owls all in this mandala. Last year. They're not actually, but they do look like it.
No, I see the owls. I was gonna say I love your new tapestry too. It's super beautiful. I love all the purple.
It's a duvet cover, but I use a different size now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got that last year, the year before, and yeah, I love it. I have the pillowcases still too.
So, oh man. So yeah, I feel called to share a story that is a really good example of how our karmic history can be stored in our body. And this is something that I've noticed working with Reiki. I'll try to find the energetic kinks in your body or in your field. And I was working a Reiki session with my dad, and I was going through everything just as I normally do, holding my ceremony. And whenever I got to his heart chakra, I started seeing past life images flash through my mind, which this has happened before. It's not anything new, but it was really interesting to see the past life flashes happening during the Reiki session. And so I asked, you know, what is the purpose of seeing this? What is this, you know, bringing to the healing session? And it was brought forward to me that he was holding trauma in his upper back area because of trauma from this particular past life. And so what we were able to do was work through the life that had happened and kind of see where the trauma was being stored. And by sending it healing, we were able to release that pain within his body. And then he has said that he feels absolutely relieved. He doesn't have that kink in his back anymore. And, you know, just being able to see that there are multiple different ways to work with your trauma and with your karma, and understanding that, like, sometimes the pain that we do hold in our body can come from, you know, trauma, essentially. And it can be this life too. Like, I know personally, I've been in wrecks, and so because of those wrecks that I've been in, I hold a lot of that trauma in my body. And so just understanding too that, like, healing can happen by connecting with the different parts of the body and asking them, like, you know, where do you hold the trauma? Where is, you know, what's going on here? And then allowing that information to come forward can be so absolutely beautiful for healing. I don't have the YouTube pulled up, so I don't know. Did anybody have any questions about karmic patterns, or did we have anywhere else?
Oh, cool. We got Pisces. Oh, Morphic's in here. Pisces, Starlight, Lisa, Amanda, Star Soul. Awesome. Creatrix, Christine. Cool. Yeah, I was also gonna say, you know, even if they could be things in my modality, that there, it could also be things that you don't even realize that happened to you. You know, they could be things that, like, somebody passed away and like you didn't think much of it. You weren't that close with them, but you had some type of conversation with them before their passing that really, like, changed your mindset, or like you didn't even think much of at the time, and that affected your outcome ultimately, and you did the opposite of what you were going to say. Or like even getting into like car crashes. Now that you were like kind of talking, I was thinking of, like, you know, what else? You know, I've been in at least like 5 car accidents, and super lucky I survived. And it's crazy. You know, two times I drove my car home totaled because I live in the middle of nowhere. But like, I always laugh it off like that, and like it is, now that I think about it, it is something, you know, even though I did survive. And I'm like, you know, man, it's like I have some kind of anxiety about trying to keep myself safe now, you know, and stay away from those old habits. And I could go on and on about like my past life karmics that I've been really conquering these past few years too. The one that I ended on Sunday was the one that I finally had with my 34 lifetimes ago. It was basically like I was with my partner that I ended up killing them apparently in the past life. And I was living, because it was 34 lifetimes ago. Obviously, that was at least nearly like 1,000 years ago, where like not much, you know, it was pretty savage back then. But can't do that now. Like
Johnny Bloom, 34 lifetimes ago.
And man, I've always felt like I've been under the gun and like somebody's watching me, like I've always done something wrong, and like living with guilt, like I did something, you know, that, and like it kept coming up and I kept going back, and I had these files. So I had these files and pictures and stuff, and I always like saved them in different spots on my computer, and I kind of set myself up for failure in a sense, because I thought I was holding on and I wanted to stay, but it was really dragging me down. And then every time I'd like do some healing work, get over it. And then those files came back and that messed up my mindset again. And I kept repeating the whole karmic pattern over and over again. And I finally found like the last of the files this past Sunday and deleted them. I'm like, no, I just like did a whole hypnotherapy session too. And like, was like, I don't know. I imagined and saw myself as like a big, like kind of wizardess guy. And I was at the top of my tower, just like burning the bitch, like, bye, bye, Felicia. And walking down the stairs and finally making means with that memory. It's making it badass as hell. But man,
Yeah, he's living his literal tower moment. Yeah.
that's a power moment. I wouldn't be surprised if that card comes up tonight.
Oh, I'm sure. 22. The beginning of a new era is always a tower moment, isn't it? No, I honestly always really like to use the new year as an opportunity to just be super grateful for everything that's happened over the last year, and try to think as many beautiful things as I can moving forward into the new year, and allowing my dreams to be as big as I want them to be. So I know, right? It wouldn't be a party without Baby Yoda.
Get your car washed.
No, I'm really glad that you brought up your karmic. It's a tough lesson to learn. I know the one that I broke this past year was one that's been following me around for a long time, many years. And it wasn't actually until I did the past life regression that I understood where the karmic pattern was coming from. Like, I was very aware of the pattern. It was something I had been doing my whole life, like consistently putting myself in these situations where I was going to end up hurt or, not happy, but allowing it to be that way anyways. And then once I experienced the past life and realized, okay, now I can put a why to the cycle, the action, and then it's so much easier to bring mindfulness in and say, okay, now I can be aware of these situations because I know the root of them, I know the cause, I know how they show up in my day-to-day life. So now I can take those steps moving forward to not do that again. And then even to have the situation come up where it's like, okay, here's the opportunity to put yourself back into this situation. Are you sure you're ready to break this cycle? And then like choosing to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be happy or successful, as opposed to being like, stuck to that, is absolutely so empowering.
Definitely. Yeah, another big one I've worked away from also is like I had some, I forget how many, maybe like 9 lifetimes ago, I think. I had I got like hurt really bad, and then like I went into some kind of like just specified as a contract, but more of like an energy, with my mom, a contract of protection with my mom. So like after that, my whole lifetime now, like she was my best friend. I was the quietest kid. I was always just like, my mom was the only one I talked to and was my best friend, and I was quiet. And then I made a mission to like, get out and be have those experiences that I could talk about, because I figured out, you know, I'm only quiet because I haven't experienced anything in life really, or like, or maybe it was just my karmic pattern following me too. And I, you know, try to get away, and my mom is still there. And she's always living down the street from me, checking if my door is locked in my car, and like checking if like there's garbage or whatever, like random stuff, just stopping by. I'm like, come on, I want to like go. And then like when I turned 19, also, that's when I was about to move out, and then I had my jaw broken on both sides, and I was stuck at home for 2 more years. So like things can really, you know, go downhill a few different ways when those karmic patterns really build up to stuff that are serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I moved back to my hometown, and like they're at least like more than 10 miles, I think.
Well, there you go. See, you broke it and you moved, you got away, and you realized, you know, the healing that can happen now that you have that space, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. I know for myself it was always this one specific relationship. It's those relationships that you release and then you go back to and you're like, no, I'm done with this. I'm walking away from this. And then something happens a few months down the road, that person comes back into your life, or you know, they give you a call or something, and it's like seeing that cycle and knowing full well that they're not healthy for you, or that they're not, you know, a good situation, that you guys aren't going to bring each other happiness, but that something keeps pulling you back to this, right? Something keeps circling you back around to it. And so that's where for me it was just really empowering to be able to say, you know, I see this situation as something that's, you know, bringing me negativity and not fulfilling my life, so I'm going to choose not to circle back into that and follow that cycle. And so yeah, lots of cord cutting ceremonies, lots of full moon rituals, and you know, the other woo woo stuff you can say, but you know, at the end of the day, it breaks down to like just really being mindful of it.
Definitely.
No.
Lost my train of thought.
Do we want to pull a card to start the evening?
Yeah.
To see what the cards might have to say. I'm super excited. I got a brand new deck today, and I really want to play with it. So the deck I got is called the Star Temple Oracle, and I'll show you guys the lady on the front. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Maybe if I turn this light off, we can see better. It's beautiful though. Can we see better? Kind of. Anyways, so yeah, the Star Oracle deck. It's Star Temple Oracle. So let's see what the Star Temple Oracle has to tell us for the new year coming up.
Yeah.
What do we need to know maybe regarding any karmic patterns or cycles we're releasing? Okay. All right, well, this is pretty beautiful. The card that came forward is card number 8, the Empress of the Night. Finale. Okay, I have to read the book on this because I literally just got this card. So let's see what card number 8. If I hold it right here, can you guys see it?
Nice. Whoa,
Beautiful.
Mermaid with the tail going up behind. No. Yeah.
So it's a woman with red hair, and she's standing in the middle of the cosmos, and she's holding her throat and her solar plexus, and there's a little light in the solar plexus. As she looks down, there's almost a vortex or a portal that's moving in between her throat and her solar plexus. And so for me, the initial wisdom that comes just from the picture, it also looks like she's holding opal rings. But anyways, so yeah, I think she has opals on her hands and wrist. And to me, this is really just speaking about how as we move forward into 2021, to hold our voices strong and act with intention. And so I'm going to just read to you guys the card so that way we can see what it says. But this is the finale. After the storm, I emerge a shiny new star. So the Empress of the Night comforts you during this dark time and assures you that the storm will soon pass. After the tornado, there will be a calm, peaceful stillness in the night sky. Trust that you will resurface and arise as a glistening new star. Let go of expectations and open yourself so there is room to grow. Gift yourself the time and space to grieve and promise of the past and find gratitude for the lessons and the blessings. Know that you will happily dance, glow, and shine once again amongst the stars with your sisters of the Pleiades. So, and the card literally says end, grief, and rise on it. So I think this is really perfect for the end of 2020 as we move into 2021, just allowing us to really release what's no longer serving us, the actions that we've done, the words that we've spoken, and really allowing that to align with our truth and speak who we are with compassion, but understanding too that there's going to be this time period of darkness before we emerge into the light, you know. And so I know for myself, Leia Leia agrees. The dog agrees. No, but just understanding that there's going to be a darkness that we have to, you know, arise from. And so allowing yourself to release the pain of the past and find the light from within to shine into this bright new star and find the hope of the dreams. And opals speak to good luck too. So like, I really feel like this is just a little bit of good luck added to our New Year's wishes as well. And yeah, the Empress of the Night. I feel like that's a pretty beautiful card to start. Sorry for the husky montage, guys.
He's like,
you know, when it's good, the husky has to speak.
Come on. So, yeah. Wow, I pulled. You know what I pulled?
What you get? Did you pull the Tower?
No, I got the Queen of Cups.
Beautiful.
You can kind of see her face hiding up at the top of that swirl.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, the Queen of Cups is the mother of the source and the inner mysteries, with the instinct of erasing the boundaries between dream and reality, the urge to cross borders and remove limitations, with the goal of medial knowledge, inner wisdom, ascending into nothingness, with the light of intuitive understanding, depth of experience, visionary sight, and inner light, which all just sounds the same, you know, same thing, with the quality, the wisdom of the feminine, the ocean of the collective unconscious.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we've been totally doing all the work we need all year and learning to balance ourselves, the divine masculine, divine feminine, and conquering our shadows. And like we have different chapters like almost every week or like every other week.
No, I feel the chapters, Johnny. I feel the chapter. That's why I'm like, we're closing a chapter right now, guys. It's dark because the book is closing, you know, but we're about to open up a brand new one and it's going to be really exciting and full of luck and love and surprise. So, you know, honor the grieving process, but move forward with, you know, intention and balance, and finding that grace of finding the desire to really want to create and live the reality that you wish to align with, because I know that's been a lot of my lessons from 2020, was just learning, first of all, what I even want really within my heart, and then choosing the actions to figure out, what am I going to do to align with this? What am I going to do to make this happen and to bring it forward for myself? So yeah, absolutely beautiful. The Queen of Cups. Let's see. Johnny, I didn't know, with the tarot reading, I know we have a few other friends in the community that do tarot. Did you want to invite them in now, or were we going to wait? I'm cool with pulling another card, though, for sure.
Sure, let's do one more.
Like I said, I can't see the YouTube chat, so whoever's in YouTube right now, I love you guys. It's so good to see you all. Thank you for joining and hanging out with us on our New Year's Eve party bash,
Yeah,
karmic bash of 2020.
Cool. Yeah, let's do this last pull and open the doors at 11 o'clock.
Okay, this is too funny. Okay, I promise I shuffled really well, but the next card that came out, I'm not surprised. We're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna read the book for these because I'm still learning. I literally just got this deck today, and I actually went to go get the Lightworkers Oracle deck, and then they weren't out. They didn't have it in the store, but this one was in the exact same spot that the Lightworker Oracle deck was in. So I was like, okay, I guess this is the deck that's calling to me. I'm totally fine with it because the artwork is beautiful. But the card that came out is the Cosmic Enchantress. The Cosmic Enchantress. Can you see?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. So it's like this beautiful woman with red hair again, and she's standing in the cosmos with nothing on, and she has a bright light glowing from her third eye, and she's holding a ball of energy, water mixed, it looks like. So holding the elements in her hand, really just focusing, from what I'm getting from the image on this, it's like really focusing your intuition with your creativity and what are you wanting to bring forward into 2021, and making sure that you're really focused with your intent on what you want and visualizing it in your mind's eye as you bring it forward. So as you create with your heart, you envision within your mind, and then you bring forward with your hands and create the action. But card number 7 speaks of witchcraft, which is funny because we just got done talking about karmic stuff and how we could release it using kind of witchy tools. I attract a steady flow of abundance. Wish, harness, and magic. Witchcraft describes the intentional practice of making all of your wishes come true. This card indicates that it is a potent time for manifesting for you. Alcyone, I don't know how to pronounce this. Alcyone, the sister of enchantment, reassures you that anything is possible with strong intent, focus, and faith in action. Your unique brand of magic manifests miracles in your life. You are a powerful conqueror, harnessing everything you need to attract a steady flow of abundance to you. Loving intention draws love towards you. Take a leap of trust and you will be supported and rewarded. Beautiful. This card really resonates with me in the messages I've been getting the last few days of just really staying focused on my intent and staying pure within my heart, staying focused on love. In fact, you know what? I would like to challenge anybody that's in the YouTube chat right now to drop your intentions into the chat. Let's bring those 2021 intentions into this reality using our words and our thoughts.
That looks like an egg of energy that she has, and I literally I'm waiting in next week sometime by Wednesday Tuesday or Wednesday, I should have I ordered a dragon's egg of Septarian, and I can't wait. And then my new oracle and my new tarot decks.
Yes, absolutely. Resonating with Johnny then, right? Johnny sees the egg that he's creating. So yeah, no, I just really staying focused and knowing the power of your mind, like really knowing that like whatever you are thinking, and I have to emphasize too that like this goes for the stuff that you're thinking about that you're not paying attention to, right? So like those little thoughts that run in the back of your mind, the what ifs or the questioning or doubting, all of that stuff that just kind of plays in the background, that stuff's coming to manifest as well. That stuff's also playing a role in your intention setting. And so I really feel like with the energies happening with the just coming out of the full moon and starting into the new year, that we're really being called into a place of just allowing like I'm really just hearing trust, guys. Trust that the things that you're working for are coming, okay? Just trust it. Take action as you need. Be very clear with your intentions and stay true to your heart, and everything's going to flow from there. And then if any of my witchy friends out there also resonate with the witchcraft on here, right now, tonight, I mean, with everything going on, these are really powerful energies to create, manifest, and do a little witchy stuff. So yeah, this is really beautiful for tonight. So yeah, absolutely. I attract a steady flow of abundance. Like, let this just be your mantra moving into the new year, knowing that you deserve everything that you wish, and that allowing yourself to align with it just means listening to your heart and allowing your intention to be pure. I feel like too is really important, moving forward into this as well. Speaking your truth and staying grounded while speaking your truth, because if you are creating all these dreams and manifesting your reality, but you're not staying grounded, then unfortunately your manifestations might end up left in the astral and they won't come to ground. So just making sure that we're staying grounded while we focus on moving towards the new year and into year 2021.
Yeah, so this is funny. Okay, so I just pulled, this is going to be important too for next year. This is actually my growth card for next year that I already looked into, and it's the Hermit. And there is another egg in there. There's an egg with a snake around it that represents kind of like the birth of life. And I think this is coming up also to remind us not to get our hopes up and not expect 2021 to be as awesome and as lively as it was last year. And, take one step at a time. Don't get your hopes up. Everything's not going to come at once, and we might need a little more healing time than you really think. It's just because it's 2021 doesn't mean everything's gone yet. There's always stuff that needs to be consistent and, keep going. So I think that's definitely why that's coming through. So with the instinct,
Absolutely.
yeah, the instinct.
Well, and staying grounded, you have to be aware.
Yeah, we're basically finding ourselves and finding ourselves, the light in ourselves to be that lantern through dark times. So yeah, let's get some invites out to the Bloom Zoom party and Pinocchio.
I like it. Bloom Zoom Pinocchio groom with I lost it. I was gonna try for you though, Johnny.
We're singing out of tune, but It's okay. So whoever has, all right, whoever wants to come in here, do a what? 11:11. If you want to come into the Zoom.
Yeah, Johnny, I'd love to while we're waiting for anybody to join. I would really love to actually add on to the Hermit that came in,
Yeah, go
especially
ahead.
after the yeah, especially after the card that I pulled with card number 7, just being aware that, you know, I feel like it resonates with card number 8 too, saying like there's always going to be that darkness before the light. And that's why I think it's so important that when you're in those dark moments to plant those seeds. It's like while you're in your dark moments, while you're in your healing or your sadness or your grieving process, whatever it may look like for you, you know, understanding that this is time for you to send nurturing, healing energy to your soul, because these are the moments that we need to like recuperate and bring forth whatever it is that we need in order to move forward into those hopes and dreams. Like keeping in mind that you can achieve your hopes and dreams, but you have to maintain your physical form. You have to, you know, stop every day and eat food and make sure you sleep at night and make sure you're keeping your, you know, space organized and cleaned, and what, you know, whatever practices you do for, you know, healing or meditation, keeping your mind focused, and, you know, just understanding that while you're in that darkness, you truly are the seed that has been planted in the ground, that is soaking in the nutrients from the earth, getting ready to push through the soil and bloom at whatever pace works for you. And you know, just knowing that these moments right now, at the darkest part of the year, which not quite, but pretty close. We just passed the solstice. So, you know, but just knowing that right now is the perfect opportunity for you to be planting those seeds. You know, set some long-term goals. What do you want to see for yourself come springtime? Where do you see yourself in your day-to-day actions in the spring? And allow, you know, then that gives yourself kind of like a timeline to be able to say, you know, in between now and spring, here's my goal. I know that I want to be, you know, I want to be putting my art on an Etsy page or whatever your craft may be. And I don't have an Etsy page. So what do I need to do in between now and then? Rather than just being like, I'm going to be a famous artist on Etsy making thousands of dollars, you know, stopping and saying, okay, I have to set up the steps to get there. I have to create the Etsy page. I have to gather my artwork. I, you know, need to, you know, get online and promote whatever it is that I'm doing, so people know that I have an Etsy page to buy my art from. And yeah, so I'm really grateful that the Hermit came up there, just to really like hone in on the fact that like making sure that you're taking that time to nurture and feed your soul. And the Hermit card also always really speaks to meditation for me, and just calling in the importance of daily meditation. You know, take whatever. If you can't take a whole hour for yourself, if it's really busy and you've got a lot going on, stop and take 5 minutes and connect with your breath, and allow your mind to relax, and allow the fear to just melt, and the worry to go, and find a little bit of peace within your day however you can. And then that way, whenever you do have to return back to whatever it is that you're doing, you're able to have that clear, focused mind moving forward.
Yeah. Sweet.
Hi, Leia. Is there a reason why you're yelling at me consistently now? Can I help you out? I'm just curious. Is there a reason why you're yelling at me consistently now?
Hello.
Can I help you out?
Hey, can you take your YouTube channel?
Hi, Lisa.
Hey.
Yelling at me consistently now?
Oh, there we go. Oh, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Lisa. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so excited. I just like, the New Year is always such a fun time for me, no matter like what I'm doing. I just get super like excited, and just like it's like a wave. It's like one chapter is closing and another one's opening. It's just so exciting for me. So I actually just got yesterday the Moonology Oracle cards. So
Got that too.
did you really? That's so funny. I'll just shuffle up a little bit.
That's fun.
Okay. All right.
To explore that. That would be cool.
Hey, Amanda.
I'll keep doing some tarot, and I got my other soul reflection cards I want to use too.
Hi, Amanda. It's good to see you, beautiful. Is it just me, or is Amanda upside down?
Am I? That's cool.
She's right side up for you.
Okay, so I'm using a weird, like, extra app on my computer to do a Zoom. So apparently Amanda's upside down in my party tonight.
Woo. I'm on my iPad. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to see you, beautiful souls. It's lovely to share New Year's space with you all and bring in the dawning of 2021, right? Look, I'm just gonna be pulling cards and whenever somebody else wants to step in, by all means do. But it's card number 28 is what just came out right as Amanda joined, which is, first of all, the artwork on this is gorgeous. It's the Seven Sisters, and this, I guess this deck is related to the Pleiadian starseed system, because so far a lot of the cards that I've pulled have had something to do with the Pleiades. But this is literally a picture of the Seven Sisters dancing around in the sky, in the night sky, in these beautiful blue dresses with this ethereal glow just coming from them. And card number 28 speaks of the circle. Sisterhood enriches my life. Connection, collection, collective, and collaboration. Together, everyone achieves more. True sisterhood deepens and magnifies both personal and collective sacred assignments and success. Competition and comparison create disharmony. Surround yourself with supportive sisters so you can create your achievements together. Like-minded friendships enrich your life with mutual encouragement and connection. Our divine feminine lineage of sisterhood links back to the priestesses, healers, and oracles of the ancient temples, scattered all over our earth, Mother. United in sisterhood, we nurture, nourish, and heal both the earth and each other. Unified, we create compassion, peace, and reconciliation. Which I just think this is so amazing that this card comes up just as soon as you beautiful sisters join. Literally speaking to how everyone achieves more when we go together. And speaking on how connecting with our sisters without competition and without comparison, like really we all are equal. We're all one. We're all lovely and beautiful and amazing in our own unique ways. And rather than showing up from a place of like, oh, I'm better than you, or I'm more skilled at this than you, or whatever, like whenever we show up from our heart and say, I love you equally, just exactly as you are in this now moment, how much more do we create together? And how beautiful is it, right? Like I can honestly say each one of you are living proof of this for me in my life, of like just knowing that we can show up and say, I love you, I'm gonna be here for you, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna show up and share our voices and stand in our truths and know that we share this beautiful love and support. And you know, yeah, so just I just moving into the new year, understanding that it really is about finding that compassion, that peace, and that union that comes from living as one and sharing space with one another with compassion rather than judgment, and really just feeling the flow and enjoying the energy and having fun, like remembering like this is what we're here to do, guys. We're here to have fun and enjoy life, you know, in whatever way works best for you. Do you want to dance? Then dance. Do you want to play? Then play. Do you want to sit and play guitar and like not talk to anybody? That's totally cool too. Like, you know, whatever works best for you is what's going to really bring forward this piece of element and success. So I'm just loving the artwork on these cards, you guys. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the beautiful sisters?
Was that 6 or 7?
There's 7. It's the 7 sisters. So anyways, yeah, beautiful to add with my beautiful sisters as they join in.
Ooh.
Oh, the camera on this is really awesome. Flexible. Which Kristen probably can't see if I'm upside down.
I'm staying flexible. I can see it.
So it says, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. That's my first time pulling that card.
Beautiful ad, Amanda.
So going back to what we were saying earlier, I got full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come.
I just wanted to show you guys because it was just 11:11.
Wait a second.
Lisa, that was a really beautiful ad. I think it's really great that whenever we can get together and do these pulls and everybody's cards just kind of flow, isn't it?
Can't make it up.
No, continue. It's just the message that, you know, needs to come through. So yeah, and what you just said really resonates back to the Hermit card that, you know, Johnny had just pulled with saying, you know, like, yeah, make sure you're staying grounded, make sure you're coming back from the clouds and bringing your hopes and dreams back into the physical, you know, reality rather than just allowing them to sit up there. And, you know, sometimes I know for me, it's easy to get lost in my daydreams and be like, you know, oh, this is what I want for my life, and I'm going to live in fairyland, which, don't get me wrong, fairyland's great. I love fairyland. But, you know, always got to come back to the now moment at some point.
So true.
I hope you guys enjoyed that tour of my bedroom.
It's beautiful. No, I'm literally always, in my past, I have been up in this clouds, you know, like, and grounding. This year has been like the year of grounding for me, and the year of like seeing things as they are, and just my, you know, karmic pattern that I've broken this year was with school. For me has always been such a difficult time and hard for me to go into it, and I had to withdraw many different semesters because of some mental issues, and I would open a book and physically not be able to read words because I had so many blockages and so many different things. And this semester I was able to read and write and do the work that was necessary and not have to have it be perfect. And it, you know, it's okay if I procrastinate on it. It's okay if one sentence isn't exactly the wording that I have to have it, but to be able to just push through that anxiety and push through those blockages to come out of it. And I'm so proud of myself this semester for doing it. And I got a 4.0 this semester. And so
Wow.
that wasn't my goal,
Congratulations.
but like, I was like, oh my God, like
That's
I
so
put
good.
effort into it and I could do it.
That's amazing, Lisa. Congratulations. So beautiful. Right? And how powerful do you feel now knowing that, like, you know, it's okay if it's not perfect. Like, it's still going to work out and be what it should be, you know, and just like letting that pressure that I'm sure you felt on yourself of like feeling the need for it to be this way or that way, and then seeing the results of whenever you just let it flow, right?
Let it go. Like, I felt like for so long I was living as the Nine of Swords. Like I felt like I was actually just for like years, and that's where I was. And to like have that release, and I actually like this year I kept pulling the 10 of Swords and just like that ending, and it was just so I'm just so thankful for this year. I really am.
That's great, Lisa. That's funny because my karmic pattern is related to the Three of Swords. So I can really feel you on that. Like, it's like I lived the Three of Swords for like 7 years, and then finally one day I was like, okay, let's end this. Let's not with the Three of Swords anymore. So, but that's great.
Thank you.
Nothing here for my iPad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it my turn?
Just trying to fix things. Go ahead.
Awesome. Okay, this is fun. So the next card that came up, did anybody else have a card they pulled, or is it cool if I go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So the card that came up is card number 37, Merope, the priestess. Embody. I am an embodiment of the divine feminine. Personify devotion and sacredness. Mysteries, intuitive insights, and hidden talents are being revealed to you. Your ancestral lineage and past life memories reveal ancient wisdom that embraces your feminine divinity. Merope supports you. Merope supports you to assimilate your sacred priestess qualities and to walk in your feminine power. Shine your intuitive light and raise the collective vibration. Go within to unlock and embrace your multidimensional priestess energy for higher learning and self-empowerment. Your higher purpose involves spiritual leadership, guidance, and healing. You are the intuitive priestess of compassion, love, and wisdom. Wow. That's really powerful for me, especially just because recently, I feel like really recently, the divine feminine has really been stepping into her power. And I mean this in all aspects. Like, men hold the divine feminine power and energy just as strongly as women do. It's just a matter of connecting with it. And so I really feel like, too, I've seen a lot of men showing their divine feminine, which in past has been something that's been more repressed, both in males and females. And so I really feel like that this is just a call for everybody to connect with that divine energy that encourages you to create and embody whatever it is that you are creating, and allow it to be something that you step forward with passion and intuitive. Like, just allow this to be something that you connect with within your soul and bring forth with creative passion. I really like that it speaks to the shine your intuitive light and raise the collective vibration, because every time you step forward and you shine your divine light and you be your authentic self and you radiate vibration physically into other people's spaces. And so by you just showing up and shining your light in whatever way works for you, even if that's just, you know what, I'm going to go to the grocery store today and I'm going to hold a positive attitude. Whenever you do that, you actually help the people in the grocery store feel more positive as well. And so just knowing that every day you show up to shine your divine light, you are encouraging inspiration within the collective. And so every bit of work that you do, all of that karmic releasing that we were talking about, all of the healing, the past life trauma, the memories that we carry and we store within our body, whenever we heal this and we release that, the wisdom is able to come forward, and then we're able to share this wisdom with others so they can connect with their own as well. And so, you know, I think this really speaks to the fact that 2021 is going to bring forward a lot of energy of healing and collective growth. Yeah.
It's so funny because right as you were talking, I looked at a new deck and 2 cards came out. The High Priestess or Seeker, which I am just in love with this card because you see she kind of has she has this mirror of herself, and so she's just looking at herself and she's like seeing how beautifully divine she is and the fact that she knows who she is and what she needs, and just in her that feminine energy. And then I also pulled, and I shuffled them really well, I also pulled the Empress or the Bounty card, and the book says it really well. Nourish yourself, allow yourself to experience contentment, gather symbols of past positive experiences to reinforce your feelings of self-worth and to stimulate your appreciation for your own experiences so far, enhance your strong points, appreciate what you have. So these together, I mean, there's nothing but feminine energy right here, and believe in that divine light in yourself. And I just, I love when the cards coincide like that.
Absolutely beautiful, Lisa. I love the bounty. That's so great because it's bringing forward, right? Like you're bringing forward your bounty to the world, you know. And so yeah, that was a really beautiful pull. Thank you.
I just finally actually noticed, I never even noticed this about this card before, and it's this one with the butterflies.
That one's my favorite.
I love that card.
And it's actually, the first one is like an origami bird, or origami butterfly, and then it's like a semi, like half butterfly. Yeah, and then the third one is like a little more butterfly and then fully butterfly. So this one is pretty awesome, more awesome now. It's number 17, and it's follow your thoughts. We have a thought, we have another thought, then another. Ever wonder where they will take you? It is time to write them down. The thoughts that come to you at this time are inner wisdom that need to be written down to be deciphered. If not, they will spin around in your head, give you headaches and confusion. So get a pen and paper and write them down. The wisdom you may find in your thoughts may surprise you. Either way, they will bring clarity of mind and purpose if you write them down. And I was doing this today too, and I wrote like a few things down, and I was bantering to myself about like just writing things down. Like they say some, like the greatest people, they just keep a tiny little notepad in their pocket with a pen. But sometimes it's just weird to have that too. But everybody has a phone in their pocket. So you have a notepad, you can just like designate your phone as a notepad someday and just have the notes open, and you can make, like, I have like over 20-30 folders full of notes, and just like organizing them and going forth with them and using what we have as an extension as ourselves instead of becoming an extension of that creation. We're using that creation as an extension of ourselves for another creation, you know, and our realities, we see each other and absorb everything from each other and come out with something new and expansive with it. And it integrates beautifully when we are respectful and discernful and all of that. And just really taking your notes down and writing, like it's a beautiful thing. Like, because we have 50 thoughts a day, and like you get anxiety about not writing one down and you lose that thought. So like your phone is literally there every second of the day, for most people, you know, and you have that notepad in your pocket, just as they say every other great person does. So like be your best self and like write them down, and you know, be more you. You're writing down what you think and all your ideas and creations, and eventually it weaves together into like this. I bought this last year. Everything I've been doing has been like weaving itself together. I'm surrounded by owls now. Keep going.
Purple owls at that, Johnny. Purple owls at that.
Oh my god. Nice.
What is Lisa? I didn't see it. What is Lisa holding up?
Owls.
Is it a purple owl pendant?
It's a little owl. My favorite part.
We're all sporting our owls tonight.
Oh, well, if we're doing tattoos. Actually, I can't get my leg up that high. But you've seen my giant owl tattoo.
That's great. I love it.
When I think of writing, because it's always given me a lot of anxiety, and then going to write it, like my thoughts, and I feel like my thoughts come too fast.
Voice notes too, and
that's what I've been doing. And I started doing that, and I'm like, wait, I can just record myself. I have a recorder on my phone, and I can just record my thoughts so that it's not so overwhelming, as because I'll go to write and I feel like I'll forget everything that I thought. And so if I can just talk it out, I'm like, oh, and then they just keep flowing. And it's just like, now I have all my ideas in a spot and I can go back and listen to them.
Yeah.
I downloaded an app that organizes all my thoughts into potential projects.
Ooh.
What? Amanda, what is this witchcraft on your phone?
It's with my iPad. My iPad's now magic. I'm still not a fan of Apple, but it's awesome. And this camera's amazing, by the way.
Activation Earth, is that what it says?
Activated Earth.
Perfect.
So it says, ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them in our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the creator beings as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them, Leah agrees again, awesome. Allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on Earth, something's activated within us. Some believe that by connecting with the land, with devotion at these sacred places, something's activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel? Yes, I am. To a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land that you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or natural spirits of that land. As you connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. We were making that plan to go to Stonehenge in the fall.
Man, that's funny.
Amanda, that was absolutely beautiful.
Sorry, I was like being creative in the chat. I'm trying to get more. I guess that's Morphic in the chat.
Yes. Beautiful. No, Amanda, that was really, truly, that resonated very deeply with me. I was struggling because I'm still trying to understand why on my screen you're upside down, but it's okay.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, there you go. Yes, this is perfect. Beautiful. I love the variety of cards. It's so great that spirit can just have so many different ways to speak through.
So I'm upside up now?
Yes.
Okay.
No more upside down, Amanda.
Oh. Nice. Oh boy. Baby Yoda's got a card.
Ooh, what did Baby Yoda bring?
Baby Yoda's got.
Wow.
Seven of Cups. He got.
It's the Seven of Cups.
Yeah. Woo. Wow. That was close. The Seven of Cups. So that's water, emotions. 7. See. Instinct. Yeah, intoxication, longing, flight from reality. The goal is dissolution, stupefaction. So, yeah, it's the waters of delusion. Yeah, just losing sight, getting lost in yourself, not taking care of our energy, and yeah, getting addicted to all the stuff that you just want to keep going, but they're gonna burn out. Your cups will just be like running dry. They're running dry, and they're just like getting all swampy, and you're not cleaning your waters. You got a bunch of cups, but you're not taking care of them yet. You don't know what to do with them. So energetically, it embodies the unconscious longing to become a baby again, or the infantile striving to immerse oneself in the swamps of the depths. The human striving for the original source corresponds to the longing for boundless bliss as it is received by the newborn child in the arms of the mother. When this longing does not inspire one to further development, but rather to a regression into childish modes of behavior and conceptions, it is then like the poisonous waters threatening to consume everything that is not truly grounded. You're like experiencing the most beautiful thing in life and still regressing back to bad habits after that. That's just not healthy. That is a pattern that's not healthy whatsoever. There's nothing that can fill your cup, you feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I can really speak to the importance of that for sure. Like taking the time to stop and clean my house. Like that's one of the things. I get so busy doing all the things, and then I'm like, oh, the dishes can wait. The dishes, they'll be fine. Like nobody's worried about those dishes. until like it's been 4 days since I've done my dishes and I have to like wash a spoon in order to eat. And I'm like, okay, like maybe it is important to stop and do the dishes every day.
I don't
So
think
yeah,
I don't think my house has ever actually been fully clean, because as soon as one spot is clean, I have two little hurricanes that come behind and destroy it.
Definitely hard to keep a house clean with the kids.
I forgot to post a little video on my story. I literally got like amped out during the full moon, and I like pulled all the dressers out and was getting all the toys out under the dresser, sweeping all that. And I made a sign. I printed it out in big black letters. I'm like, keep it clean. And then I was like teaching them how to read KEEP. Keep it. They're just laughing at me so hard. But they can have that sign now. And they keep it pretty good today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Motivated by the full moon energy. Yes.
Right by the door at you. They can see. I'm like, don't leave this room without it being clean. Damn. Oh man.
Right, like it's funny, it takes 2 seconds, to wash that dish when you're done, or to put that toy back where it goes, or to pick that thing up when you walk by it, but we get in such a hurry trying to do all the things, whatever it is that we're doing, that we're like, no, it can wait, it'll be all right for later. But then, it's like, but really it's not, because every time you walk by that thing and you see it, you're like, yeah, I need to do that. Yep, I need to do that. As
All about
opposed
my
to just
laundry.
I do
Yes.
need to mention they were really good over Christmas. Every time they opened the present, they would clean up all the wrapping paper and the boxes and everything before they opened the next present. So
That's amazing, Amanda.
Awesome.
I pulled the sun.
What a beautiful sun
Oh,
card
cool.
it is.
Oh my
Ew.
God. Which card is that?
The sun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which doesn't really need me to read anything. It's the happiest card in the deck.
I really like that scene though. Like that's the happiest Jack is in the whole movie. He's like, what's this? What is life? What is all this stuff? I didn't even know it existed. Let's and then he gets all excited and he's playing with the lights. It's a good scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it really speaks to just being able to be happy with the little things in life, like Christmas lights and a call from a friend or a sweet message from somebody that we, want to talk to or whatever it may be, but finding the happiness, a hug. Yes.
Or a husky that wants to join in on everything.
She's real sassy tonight. I don't know what's up, but she's just sitting next to me crying about it. So it's okay. We love Leia and her very loud mannerisms of see, here's the thing, guys. She wants to pull tarot cards too. And she can't. So
That's such a beautiful card. Oh my God, I love the spiral
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wolf.
colors and oh.
There's like a phoenix and a wolf and a hummingbird and another wolf. And
Phoenix, wolf, hummingbird. Love it.
this is number 15. Travel. Travel means to different people. For some, it might mean traveling around the world and seeing the sights. For some, it may mean traveling down the road to see a friend. For others, it might mean an inner journey to understanding. For what that means to you is for you to decide, but you need to travel. This card is telling you it is time to make a move of sorts so you can continue on your journey to finding your life's purpose. So make a move, travel where you need to go. Yeah, just like we know where we need to go, just like any animal we choose to be and connect with in the moment. We could be slow as a sloth or like quick as a hummingbird, you know, and just really take our time and travel. We're going nowhere fast. Just enjoy the present. Yeah,
So
I love the art on these.
it's so beautiful. It's such a good one.
I think that one's my new favorite.
So you called the Tower card. In this deck, it is called the Pierced Shield. You can see that. Got a turtle and a little flower on fire with an eagle being struck by lightning with the shadow of a new bird. And this says, long-held attitudes are being challenged and are breaking down, but you are not your attitudes. Your higher self is breaking out of its shell. The phoenix rises from the ashes. A greater person is emerging. And then with that card, I got Command, which is also the Emperor. Lovely chief leader. And you are in a position of power. Take charge. Put your deeply held convictions into action now. Set up a structure that allows this. So, you know, let those old ways die and rise from the ashes into that leading position and into your command center.
Yes.
I think it's really funny that you got that card because I got Queen of Needles.
Ooh. Oh, I love her.
So it says, the Queen of Needles is intelligent, intellectual, and sensible. She takes the time to make up her own mind and isn't easily swayed by trends, fads, or popular opinion. Fair and practical, the Queen of Needles shouldn't be underestimated. This card is a call to remember how strong you really are. Star Soul!
Hello.
Hello.
What
Hi, Star Soul.
I've been listening to you guys in the background. It's been awesome. I've been doing some clearing work. Been feeling nice and fresh now.
Nice.
Sweet, man. Welcome. It's almost midnight in the eastern side.
I know. You guys living in the future.
Whoa.
Tell me if I should continue down this timeline. No, I'm excited.
Me too. Me too.
Beautiful. I was gonna say, like, how are we gonna do the New Year's part whenever everybody's at a different like level in time? Are we gonna just like whoever hits New Year's first, we'll throw a party, we'll have a
Yes.
little dance, and then we'll wait for the next one, and then we'll have a little dance. Oh, apparently my hand is muted. Sorry, guys.
Probably
One-handed.
we'll probably end it a little bit after midnight. We'll end it on YouTube and come back because Morphic wants to come in after. So like after the after party, basically the second midnight party for your time zone.
I get to party like moving through all the time.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're time traveling right now in real space. Does anybody want to talk about like the things we want to release for 2020 or any of the things that we want to like call in for 2021?
Well, I've definitely got some things that on both lists. I'm definitely bringing in healthier habits of nutrition, getting back on some food that I want to make a mainstay in my diet, getting off some other stuff that I'd like to release. I've got a couple of projects that I've been working on that I'm really excited about, and I want to see them come to fruition. Yeah, I don't know, a lot of stuff, really.
Awesome. I also have some projects that I am in the works with, and I definitely want to bring more yoga into the new year. I started a little bit like dabbling in yoga and like doing like at least one pose every day and like getting into like a routine, but I really want to move that and see it forward. And I also want to drink more water in the new year because I've realized how important water for yourself is, and just like kind of getting into that routine and of like healthy habits and bringing in like making sure I get all of my nutrients every day. It's for 2021. And definitely releasing that the control of like the word can't, and just releasing like, oh, I can't do this. No, yeah, you can do this. If you want to do this, you can do this. So that's kind of my intentions for 2021.
Beautiful. Lisa, I'm gonna like piggyback off of you. Like the words "I can't" are staying in like the world of 2020. Like that phrase is no longer gonna even exist for me moving into 2021. And I'm like gonna do the best I can to encourage everybody else to do the same, because you can, and it's like whatever little tiny steps you can take, feel the power of it rather than allowing that fear to step in and tell you what you can and can't do. Allow that to be a choice from your own heart. So yeah, definitely releasing the I can't. And I'm also I'm releasing some habits of like neglecting myself, and not in like any kind of big negative way, but just like the little things, like doing my dishes. It doesn't, I'm all, it's a one person dishes cleanup, guys. Like I have no good excuse to just do my dishes. So like really trying to make sure that like I honor my space and understand that it affects the way that, I show up and the way that I hold myself. So, and then, yeah, moving into 2021, agreed. Water is the elixir of life. It is what is the fountain of youth. Like water is the substance that transmutes all things. So yeah, definitely incorporating more water. And I'm going to really utilize 2021 to just be and allow myself to be in whatever way truly works best with myself. And like staying mindful and checking in with myself and saying, does this vibe with me? Does this work? Does this work for me? Is this aligned with my purpose anymore? And just like really trying to stay focused on maintaining that for myself, so that way I can continue to show up better for the people in my life. Because I've noticed that whenever I take better care of myself and I show myself that love, that I do show up better for the people that I love. And so just like keeping in mind that setting healthy boundaries, that has been something that my entire life has been such a huge struggle, and not really seeing like the benefit of setting a boundary, but like sticking to it. And so for me, I'm going to be like standing by my boundaries, setting them very clear with my expectations, and, standing by my self-love and my self-worth, and seeing that, that I am worth it, whatever it may be. But yeah.
I love that, Kristen.
Well, I'm releasing all drama. There's no more drama next year. And I am releasing the need for control, and I'm just going to go with the flow for everything, because control has been a big issue for me. And I'm going to go on more adventures with my kids. Even if it's just little travel, I'm traveling all year. That's all I'm doing all year is traveling. And I'm going to spend more time. Well, I got a bunch of projects that I'm starting up. And I'm going to spend more time dancing and doing my Pilates and getting my kids into dance again because they both love dancing. And we have rave parties every single morning. But they just haven't been playing that much with us being in lockdown. So I just got to get them back into the groove of things. Yes, thank you, Leah.
Second by the howling husky.
I'll be right back.
Well, I think those lessons and motivation moving forward is absolutely beautiful. I think the more that we show up and encourage ourselves to just shine our lights and treat ourselves right, you know, it's like Amanda said, like creating little adventures, doing the little things can mean so much. But if you don't give yourself the opportunity to do that, you know, then how do you ever know? How do we know, Leia? How do we know?
I like the thing.
Oh my gosh.
I like the thing about just being more that you were talking about, Kristen. Being more, to me, that translates being more into the heart and the present moment instead of the head and the expectations and the directives as much as being letting my natural flow guide me instead of letting everything determine my flow, I guess is what I hear that. And I'm definitely intending on that, for sure.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Man, 2020.
So I pulled a card while you were speaking, Star Soul, and the card that came out, I'm not joking, card number 39. Like, somebody tell me why my cards keep coming out in synchronistic order. It's fine. Card number 39, the Medicine Woman, heal. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. And it's a woman sitting in front of the moon with her gown draped around her shoulders. And you can tell she's really like, she's standing by her boundaries. She is setting her intentions with the full moon, and she is standing by them. She is not allowing anything to shake her. And I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. Really just fits along with exactly what everybody has said tonight, is that, you know, yeah, I'm going to do more yoga. I'm going to drink more water. I'm going to create healthy habits. I'm going to stand up for myself. And so rest, retrieval, and restored. You have the ability to heal yourself. Merope guides you to listen to the wisdom of your body to replenish yourself in a way that is most beneficial for you. The Medicine Woman encourages you to take responsibility for your health in a more holistic way. As a multidimensional being, you need to be proactive about maintaining your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. Energetic and natural remedies promote optimum health. Embrace your shamanic and intuitive healing abilities. Wow. So just understanding that, yeah, like whatever you're setting tonight, the intentions you're setting tonight are going to be what carry you and move you forward. And knowing that whatever you are doing, you need to maintain that grounded, reasonable stance while you maintain the wisdom of the worlds, you know, moving forward in a way that is grounded and taking care of your physical body and maintaining your mind. And I am hearing the word meditation again, like, you know, just making sure that we focus on our meditation practices and staying focused on creating a balance within our space that is healthy for ourselves, and sticking to it and saying no when we need to, or taking action when we need to, and understanding that as a multidimensional being, we are a spirit living in the physical form. And so it's so important to take care of both our spiritual health and our physical health, which for me, this card really speaks to the importance of, like, you know, I'm a Reiki practitioner. I do Reiki on other people, but I also do Reiki for myself. Every single day I do Reiki on myself. And I've noticed in my own practice on the days that I don't do the Reiki, that I don't focus my energy and balance my chakras and, you know, drink the water, whatever the ritual may be, the days that I'm not doing that stuff, I don't feel good. I'm not in alignment. It's like, you know, the things that usually make me happy feel like work, or, you know, they don't bring me the peace that they do on the other days. And normally 9 times out of 10, it falls back to that I didn't take care of myself, or I didn't stand up for my boundaries, or I didn't do that thing that I should have done that was really truly for my own, you know, benefit. And so just really speaking to the fact that we stand stronger in our power with one another whenever we show up for ourselves first, because that is how we truly shine our light. It's showing up for ourselves and maintaining our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, and then shining that light that emits from you just naturally whenever you take care of yourself and your space and your soul. And I think the important part with this is, like, whenever you feed your soul, you're doing the things that makes it sing. You're doing the things that make you truly happy, and like not what somebody else says should make you happy, not what the past you has said would make you happy, but just really allowing yourself to align with what actually makes you happy in this now moment. And that can change, that's flexible, because you are a soul. You're a multidimensional being, and you are allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to say, I worked really hard for this, I created this, and I don't actually want to do this anymore because it's not in alignment with my true purpose. Because that is honoring yourself. Yeah.
I literally just got like almost the same thing. I got the 4 of discs, the tower, which is like the 4. It's basically a fortress with a moat and a bridge. And, you know, you've done that work and you're building your walls, and you've even got a moat, and you know completely yourself. The more you know about yourself, less external forces can really come at you anymore. And it's just so true.
But it can also become a prison.
True.
When out of balance.
Yeah. Definitely.
I like the moat. I think that's great. Like, here's my moat, okay? If you're going to come into my castle, I allow the bridge to drop for you to join, you know? Like, this is my sacred space. This is my sacred temple. I get to choose, you know, what comes and goes within my space. And I think too, like, that really does align with what paying attention to what does align with your truth. Like, yeah. Do the crocodiles in your moat align with your truth? I don't know. Do they?
Like, can I get past alligators and fairy pirates, yo?
I want otters in my moat.
My moat full of sharks.
Why do I see flamingos in my moat? What?
Alligators in mine.
Flamingos.
I don't know, guys. It's just what came to me in the moment. It was a flamingo moat. Okay, so if you come to Kristen's castle, the moat is going to be filled with pink flamingos. They might be aggressive. I'm not sure yet. I didn't ask.
Now I want to come to your castle.
All right.
There's fairies there too. You'd like it, Amanda.
They sing Lion King songs. You have to sing every lyric to get past my moat.
You have to know the secret password that is the song that is locked within your heart.
Yeah. Oh man, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes till midnight, everybody.
Woo! Can we do a dance? Like, can we do a dance party? I don't know. Are we gonna have a dance party, or is the after party the dance party?
Probably.
I'll start moving. Oh, you know there's gonna be a dance party. Come on, it's Kristen. I can't not dance. Beautiful. One minute on the clock and counting. 60, 59, 58. I don't actually have a counter, guys. Sorry.
Is it 12:30? Happy New Year!
Manji. Manji.
Happy New Year!
Manji. Jumanji.
Happy New Year!
Jumanji. No, Jumanji.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Jumanji. Jumanji. Yes, Jumanji. No, Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yes,
Jumanji.
What a bunch of honey.
New Year.
2021 New Year, yeah. Beautiful.
Hey, kitty.
Clear up the oh, yeah. Releasing those karmic patterns, yeah.
Karma fingers.
Those karmic patterns. Oh yeah, I brought my ears to wear at the midnight party. So,
Yay.
is the party officially started since it's midnight? Are we? I don't.
Oh, man. Oh, that's funny.
What that matter? Oh, man, dude. Got my little party hat on.
Yeah, party hats, party mooses.
Little party dragon.
Purple dragon party. Oh look, that's funny. Look, the card that comes up is 32, dance. I don't even feel like I need to say anymore.
What cards are coming out? Let's pull all the cards we can. 2021.
It says dance. I dance, I sing, I play with my sisters at sunset, and there's butterflies everywhere.
I got the Eon. Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a beautiful card too. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so in love with this new deck.
And a bowl. Look at them all just dancing and partying along with us.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's Leia's dancing.
Again?
All right.
Funky chicken dance? I don't know.
All the extra Yodas in the house say, hey, hey,
Hey.
I come and we say goodbye to 2020. You got a moose. Oh my God, my daughters had some mooses that my parents got from Maine, and I finally like showed them like videos of huge mooses. on
Moose.
Like, you want to see a real moose?
Yeah, moose are terrifying. Or
Yeah.
excuse me,
They're big.
majestic.
Yes. Yeah, Star Soul, you've got moose in Colorado.
I haven't seen one yet.
Kinda.
I don't know.
I-
When outcome is forecast. I have a video of when I went to the African Lion Safari, and they have moose there, and the moose's eyeball was the same size as my head.
Whoa, that's a big
What?
move.
Okay.
They were big.
I think we're just gonna say goodbye to the YouTube for now, and have a
YouTube.
sorry since we're
Bye, love you guys.
Happy New Year. Love you guys. Bye, YouTube. Happy New Year.
bye.